Brian Kurtz here. I want to say a few words about Big Luca. Um, he's a guy that I didn't know him until a couple of years ago, and he is such a force in online marketing. And to not have ever met him until a couple of years ago was such a void in my life and my career. I have to admit that. I did see a video of him in Dan Kennedy's office walking around and being, kind of interviewing Dan, which I was really impressed with because, just being in Dan Kennedy's lair is one of those special experiences, but it's much more than that. And so when he was doing an event, and he's like the guy in Italy, in the Italian market, but now he's going to move into the American market as well. But in the Italian market, he's king. Um, and so he was going to do a big event in Italy in 2019, no, 2020, early 2020, right before the pandemic. And he had Dan Kennedy lined up, and Dan Kennedy couldn't get there. He was, it was, I guess before he got sick, but he wasn't able to do it. And so Big Luca scrambled, and for some reason he contacted me among some other people like Dave D and a few others. And I went to Italy and spoke at this incredible event. I mean, I didn't even know, what the level of direct marketing and online marketing was going on in Italy. And I came back with a tremendous understanding, all because of Big Luca's influence in that market. It was sort of like he paves the way, and then I walk in as the ugly American, so to speak, and just, lay it on them. And they were the most attentive audience because they were his tribe. And that's what Big Luca is all about. He gave me some numbers. I don't care so much about the numbers, but he is one of the highest paid online marketing strategists, a fee of 5,000 euros per hour. He did one of the biggest product launches in the online marketing space. I know one thing he does is he focuses on teaching strategy and not prepackaged methods, which is kind of what I do also, because I don't have a prepackaged method. I don't even have something that I can call my own. So, the idea of being a strategist in direct marketing is not necessarily being a generalist. He knows tactics, he knows stuff, but I've become such a big fan of his before the event in Italy and then after. And so, it's just when he told me he was going to the US market, sometimes I say to people who are in an international market, like, why do you want to go, into the American market when you can dominate in a market in your own language? And, it's the challenge of it. I'm not saying this to be haughty for the American marketing market, but marketing in the United States, the United States is number one by a wide margin, and being able to achieve in the United States is such a monumental thing for any marketer to do it. So I really applaud him for going into the U.S. market. And so, whatever he does, follow him. Whatever he does, pay attention to what he's doing, because he is a force. And if you can stay with him, hard to keep up with that guy, but if you can stay with him, it'll be great. I mean, just the fact that the quality of the people there, he had a speaker there, Marco Luzzu, who is like probably the best copywriter in Italy. And from that meeting, I mean, we were both on stage together. I realized he was a Gene Schwartz, devotee like I am. And, one thing led to another, and his company, I mean, the relationship, it was like because of Big Luca connecting us in that way. I mean, Marco's company not only published my book Over Deliver in Italian, which was fantastic. Then they're working on publishing Breakthrough Advertising, Gene Schwartz's classic, in Italian. He joined my mastermind, which was even just a thrill to have, Marco and his CEO Francesco in my mastermind. So, even little things like that, that Big Luca can deal with and connect people. It's just he's a great guy. And so this video, I get paid nothing for it as usual. I'm doing it because I believe in Big Luca and what he can do in the US market. And I hope that he is super successful, and I will be there behind him, supporting him any way I can. So that's it. I tell you all to go forth and multiply, whether it's with Big Luca or not, because we all have to go forth and multiply. Thanks.